Hello, my name is Elizabeth Howie, and this is Communications 1010 WA4. This is my ID, and this is my audience. Alright, the topic that I'm going to be doing now is a demonstrative speech about American Sign Language. Alright, for American Sign Language, first of all, I would like to say that when I first studied this, I really didn't understand as much, but then I kind of got more insight from it from my mother afterwards, because our grandmother was deaf and hard of hearing, so we had to do sign language in order to communicate with her. That's just a little tidbit of information fact. According to the University of Rochester, their American Sign Language program, American Sign Language is a language of the deaf community in the United States and Canada, and it's the central vehicle of communication among deaf people and people who are hard of hearing. And it's therefore a binding force in their culture. So, as pretty much we all know, anyone can be deaf and or hard of hearing, so it's really important that you at least have some, maybe even a little common knowledge of the language, or even know how it's used, because you never know when you may or may not run into someone who's deaf and or hard of hearing. American Sign Language, or International Sign Language, is a very important skill to have, as well as knowing it properly. It's the same difficulty as learning an actual language, no matter how, if you excel in that and or are not as well as learning a different language, foreign or not. If you talk with your hands, kind of like I do, it's kind of easier. Of course, it all depends on how you talk with your hands and how well you are learning a new language. But you can never really be too sure, especially if you're in areas such as this. So through these few resources, the Gallaudet ACL, the Handspeak, SASL, ASL Info, and Hands and Voices, I learned how to properly speak and use American Sign Language. And I will be giving you the types of languages used in America. American Sign Language, as I said previously, is commonly used in America and Canada, and it has more use of abbreviated sentence structure and uses a lot more of is's and these, but we all use is and these and likes a lot of our sentences anyway, so kind of different, kind of not. It was developed in the 19th century by Thomas Gallaudet of Philadelphia and a Frenchman whose name I cannot pronounce. Signed Exact English. It was created in the early 70s to enable deaf students to learn English. There is no difficulty in learning it from actual American Sign Language, but it's kind of different, kind of not. It was made more so deaf kids could actually learn and speak English. And the last one is Pidgin Sign English, which is a different cross between the first two I said previously. And according to the Hearing Loss Association of North Carolina, culturally deaf people are very adept at understanding English and American Sign Language when they meet someone who doesn't sign American Sign Language. So they would normally sign everywhere else, but if they met someone who didn't know it, they would actually have to speak English. And Pidgin sign is normally what they would use. Some of the accusations with it. When you learn how to speak language, you know how everyone always gives you the background language, whether it's French or Spanish or German or whatever. You always learn a little bit of the background or a lot of the background. Well, I'm going to give you just a small little informative part of it, just more so just accusations. But a lot of people believe that American Sign Language is English through signs, and it's not. It's more phrases and little small words that we just kind of incorporate through sign language. So therefore, and also it's not a code that's used internationally. Like English is known internationally, but American Sign Language is not known because every different place has it. Like every different place has their own language. That's how it kind of concepts around. So, yes. Also, in some programs in school, not a lot of schools have this, but my school had it especially. They would have all the French 4, French 5, Spanish 4, Spanish 5 kids go and teach all the elementary kids and show all the elementary kids about their language, and preferably we did French. And so all we would have to do was go to the school, go to a specific class, and tell them what we learned, like any trips that we've been on, and give them a few verbs and tell them about colors and such. And there are certain schools that have an American Sign Language class that they teach younger schools. Normally, they would do words and phrases and such. Nothing too big, complicated. But now, I get to show you how to do stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do first is the alphabet. You don't have to actually mimic it back. I'm just going to show you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Yay! Okay. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how to say my name is. So, it's not that hard. But like if you ever come up to a person, like, hi, my name is Elizabeth. So, for Danielle, it'd be yeah. And also, as everyone knows, the sign for I love you. But if you want to spell it out, you know the alphabet, so it can be like ILOVEYOU. Yeah. In conclusion, or to conclude, now that you know about American Sign Language, its types and importance, along with a small demonstration, my name is I love you in the alphabet. And now I hope that you guys will kind of go out and it may have piqued your interests in doing so, and they go out, maybe even have it as a special code for anyone else. Just go to your friends and be like, hey. So, yay!